All right. I know the game's still going on, but I'm back. I'm gonna do a crate and some CDs. Then I'm gonna call it. We're gonna do a crate of half off. Then we're gonna do some CDs. Then that's gonna be it. Um, Let me know when you're on and watching. Let me know when you're on and watching. I'm gonna try to do it kind of quick, because I do want to watch the game. I mean, you know, this game's nuts. It's been one of the best World Series that I can remember. There's definitely a chance that we're gonna have another 18-inning game like we did in what was that, game 2 or something. I mean, it could be over this inning, like in the 10th. It could be 18. It could be 25. Who knows? What a game though. What a series. It's been great. I do want the Blue Jays to win, but man, I mean, it's been a really good series for sure. Definitely, yeah. Please keep me updated as much as possible. Yes, Robert Barnett, we're back on. We are back. This game's nuts. Yeah, I wish I had a TV screen over here, something that I could just, peek over at or something, but man, it's been good. Been a great game. So yeah, part 2, we're here. I'm gonna do a half off crate, and I've got more CDs to go through, so I'm gonna do some stacks of CDs, and not a $6.99 crate, Jim B, but got a half off crate here for you. Got a half off crate. Let's start it off with some CDs though. Let's do a little stack of CDs. Again, these are like alphabetically, they're really close together. A lot of them are like the same initial or two, so please, if you can give me like a full word at least, that would be super helpful. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and start showing some CDs, and then I'll go through this half off crate as well, and that's going to be it. Full word. Yeah, thank you, Denise. No initials, not one letter. I need a full word. Full word, or I will ignore the comment. Got Soylent Green, Sewn Mouth Secrets. These are all $6.99. $6.99. Stone Temple Pilots. That is Stone Temple Pilots purple, right? Yeah, purple. I don't know why I was second guessing myself. Sunset Rub Down Random Spirit Lover. Sunset Rub Down Random Spirit Lover. Don't know that one. Looks interesting. What a creature on the back there. Let's see. Teenage Fan Club Bandwagon-esque. Teenage Fan Club. Tool Undertow. Tool Undertow. And then U2, All That You Can't Leave Behind. All That You Can't Leave Behind. Donna Turner on Stone Temple Pilots. I wouldn't have expected that one, but that is sold to Donna Turner. Thank you, Donna. That's sold to you. So we got U2, All That You Can't Leave Behind. Tool Undertow, which is sold to Jay Barnes Music over on Twitch. And Donna Turner also on U2. U2 is also sold to Donna Turner. So yeah, Teenage Fan Club is left. Sunset Rubdown Random Spirit Lover, and Soylent Green Sewn Mouth Secrets. All right, half off crate. It's a different art on Tool. No, that's the original art for Undertow. Undertow? Yeah, that's the right one. That's the correct art. Wait, no, you're right. Hold up. Ah, there's the right one. Yeah, I was thinking that's on the back of the LP. It's on the back of the jacket. There's the rib cage on the front. I was like, no, that pig looks right, but no. Yeah, Tool. Good catch there. That is sold to Jay Barnes Music. You're right on that one, Jim B. All right. Half off crate. Magazine Play. That is VG Plus, $9. The Flock. That's some Canadian prog. Lots of horns and stuff on that one. $12.50 on The Flock. Cats, the Cats original London cast recording, that's $10, no condition notes. Magnum, Wings of Heaven. Magnum is half off for $12.50. The Who, It's Hard. The Who, It's Hard. VG plus $5. It does have some coverware, but just $5 on that. John Stevens on Magazine. Magazine is sold to John Stevens. Thank you very much. Let's see. Original was a barcode. Cool. Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, I think that's a club copy. Yeah, that should be a club there. So that might be why there's no barcode on there. Let's see. Run on first and second. One out. Uh-oh. The Who is sold to Brian Call. That's sold to Brian Call for half off. Thank you very much. Let's see. Mike Oldfield, Amadon. Mike Oldfield, Amadon. It is a promo label as well. Promo label on this one. It is VG plus just $5. VG plus just $5 on Mike Oldfield. Let's do a few more CDs. A few more CDs here. This is like a promo one here. This is Teenage Fan Club Grand Prix advanced copy. If you can see that. A lot of these promo CDs don't have books or booklets with them. That's $6.99. Beaster by Sugar. Sugar, Beaster, $6.99 on that. Suede is $6.99. Sufjan Stevens, Greetings from Michigan, the Great Lakes State. Sufjan Stevens. Sunset Rubdown. There's another Sunset Rubdown. That one's $6.99. This is Sunny Real Estate. That one's called Diary. $6.99 on Sunny Real Estate. The Stone Roses, Stone Cold Classic, $6.99. And Soledad Brothers, $6.99 on that. $6.99 on that. So Soledad Brothers, Stone Roses, Sunny Day Real Estate, Sunset Rubdown, Sufjan Stevens, good album there. Suede, that was Sugar, Beaster, and a Teenage Fan Club promo CD there. And Stone Roses is sold to Doug Reeder. Let me grab that. Stone Roses sold to Doug Reeder. Thank you, Doug. That's sold to you. So those are still available over there. Going through this half-off crate. William Hooker, Mindfulness with DJ Olive and Glenn Spearman. That's a 2019 Record Store Day clear vinyl sealed. Now just $10. Just $10 on William Hooker. Rotary Connection, Dinner Music. That's VG Plus, just $7.50. Old Minnie Riperton. The Incredible String Band, We Tam. It's a VG copy, just $5 now. Great album. $5 on that. This was, Marvel's Luke Cage soundtrack on yellow vinyl from 2016. It was $39.99. Now it's $20. $20 on Luke Cage. $20 on that. All right. Bases loaded. Oh boy. Chess. That's EX, $9. Tom Waits, The Early Years, Volume 1. That's sealed for $12.50. It was $24.99. Now just $12.50 on old Tom Waits. We show two more, and then I'll get another stack of CDs. The City. It's an unofficial pressing. VG Plus, $15. Great album. Originals are pretty tough to get. Unofficial VG Plus, $15 on The City. Frenzy, Dirty Little Devils. That is a Psychobilly record from 2002, $12.50. $12.50 on that. John Stevens first on Tom Waits. Jim B was, what did I think? I don't know. Luke. All right, we only had the one. Claim on Tom Waits. Luke Cage is sold to Jim B though. Jim B gets Luke Cage for half off, and all auctions did not sell. We actually have a few auctions that did not sell. We still have this X, More Fun in the New World in shrink wrap. No condition notes. It's a club copy from 1983. That was a $25 buy now. Small Faces is a 1970 Terre Haute repress. EX, $20. And then Mule, this Mule record, that was from 1993. It's VG Plus, and that's a $30 buy now on Mule. Those are the only auctions that did not sell. That's probably, I don't know, these two I'm real surprised about actually, but that Mule record I'm not familiar with, but from 1993, got to be pretty tough. Incredible String Band, John Barry was We Tam. We Tam, I think that's the follow-up record to Unhalf Bricking. I think it was the follow-up to that record. Very good stuff. Original lineup and all that. Here's another stack of CDs, 2 outs, bases loaded, still no runs, I guess. Stone Temple Pilots Core, Stone Temple Pilots Core, Temple of the Dog. This is a promo CD as well. Promo, Temple of the Dog, $6.99 on all these. Stereophonics, that is called Just Enough Education to Perform. Stereophonics, $6.99. Pulp, different class. Pulp, different class. Jerry Torres, he might have just popped on, but I'm only taking claims when you put the full word. It has to be the full word. I cannot take initials on these because a lot of these are like the same letters. P-Funk, Uncut, that's greatest hits of Parliament. Monster Magnet, Dopes to Infinity, so I need like a full word like monster, something like that. U2, Rattle and Hum. U2, Rattle and Hum. Ugly, Casanova, Sharpen Your Teeth. That is like a side project kind of thing for Isaac Brock from Modest Mouse. Really good album. And then Tool, Lateralis, one of the best albums ever made. $6.99. $6.99. Let's see. So Donna Turner was first on Stone Temple Pilots. That is sold. That is sold. Stone Temple Pilots is sold to Donna Turner. And then, let's see, Donna Turner also first on Parliament. That was Parliament's greatest hits there. That is sold to Donna Turner. Jay Nutria on Monster Magnet. Let me get that. There's Monster Magnet. That is sold. Blue Jays coming up. Sweet. They got out of the jam. All right. Let's see. Doug Reeder on Temple of the Dog. That's sold to Doug Reeder. Thank you, Doug. That's sold to you. Thank you for spelling that out. It doesn't have to be like the full name. At least like a word like Temple would have worked. You know, something like that will help me a lot. Jerry Torres first on Tool. That is sold to Jerry Torres, thank you. And Sean Miller was second. John Bergstrom, you were second on Monster Magnet. And let's see. So yeah, we still got Ugly Casanova, U2, Rattle and Hum, and then Pulp, different class, and Stereophonics. Some good ones still available there. Get these in the stack. All right, yeah, need at least a full word on these CDs. Let me go through some of these half-off records here. Actually, hold on. Yeah, U2. I think did I have one or two U2? Yeah, just the one. Rattle and Hum. Rattle and Hum. Yeah, I know. I'm going to try to watch it after this is over. Yeah, Sean Miller, you were second on Tool. Anyway, Jerry Torres got Tool. Jerry Torres got Tool. Let's see. We'll take U2. All right, so that is sold to Donna Turner. U2 is sold to Donna Turner. And all right, here we go. John Mayall, half off price is $13.50. Then we got Morton Gold and his orchestra Jungle Drums at $7.50. Love with All Our Love. That's VG Plus for $5. It's a gospel folk record. Yeah, Michael X is a club copy. It's an OG in shrink wrap, original inner sleeve. No condition notes on the vinyl either. $25. $25. Did I see you on Parliament? I think you were second on that. Let me make sure. Let's see. Yeah, Donna Turner was first on Parliament, then Robin Glenn, you were second. You were second on Parliament. Your comment did come through, though. Your comment did come through. Yeah, John Barry, that's what I meant to grab. Incredible String Band. That is sold to John Barry. And George Burleson on Jungle Drum for Morton Gold. That's sold. Then we have Dennis Coffey going for myself. This is great. Half off price is $13.50. Some like funky jazz, kind of dirty funky jazz kind of stuff. Great guitar playing on that. Dennis Coffey is an amazing guitar player. Nilsson Sings Newman, half off price is $8.50, $8.50 on that. And then Jeremy Steig, Wayfaring Stranger, that's an OG on Blue Note from 1971. It was $49.99, now it's $25. It's $25 on Jeremy Steig on the Blue Note label. Let's see. Let me grab another stack of CDs over here. Let's grab another stack. Get this out of the way. Get that out of the way. All right. So we've got Elmore James, Dust My Broom. Elmore James, Dust My Broom. Elton John. Again, I do need at least a full word on these. Elton John, Greatest Hits. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Brain Salad Surgery, Prague Classic. Corner Shop. Corner Shop. Woman's Gotta Have It. Corner Shop, that's $6.99. David Lindley, we had the LP earlier, that's $6.99. Chainsaw Kittens, Flipped Out in Singapore. Bullet, The Entrance to Hell. This is, I looked this one up. It's worth more than $6.99, but we'll roll with it. I think, yeah, it's John Duquesne and stuff from like Atomic Rooster, hard rock from early 70s, and then Miles Davis, or Miles David Bitches Brew. That is available as well. Eric Van Leuven on Dennis Coffey. Dennis Coffey is sold to Eric Van Leuven. Thank you very much. That's sold to you. Donna Turner on Elton John. That was this one here. Elton John sold to Donna Turner. Chuck Halley, you were second on Elton John. Let's see. Miles Davis sold to Donna Turner as well. Bullet is sold to Doug Reeder. That's sold to Doug Reeder. And John Barry on Mission. The Sufjan Stevens from the first stack. Yeah, I'll grab that one for you. Yeah, Sufjan Stevens. Great stuff. That is sold to John Barry. Thank you, John. That's sold to you. So we still have Chainsaw Kittens, Flipped Out in Singapore. David Lindley. Corner Shop. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And Elmore James, Dust My Broom. Some great blues there. All right. If anyone wants anything out of there, just let me know. Let me know. I'm going to keep going through this half off crate. Chuck Halley on ELP. Let me grab that. Essential. Great album. That is sold to Chuck Halley. Got Hunters and Collectors. Human Frailty. That was $24.99. It's now $12.50. No condition notes on that. Savoy Brown, Jack the Toad. $10 on Savoy Brown. Sean Phillips, Second Contribution. It's a white label promo. $10. $10 on that. Chainsaw Kittens, Brian Call. Brian Call on Chainsaw Kittens. And then, let's see, Victor Guerra, you were second on that. That is sold to Brian Call. And let's see. Let's keep on going. Let's see, Michael Snade, did you say you wanted it? Did you say anything after you? Yeah, it is a first press. Let me know if you want it. It's a $25 buy it now. John Fox in Mysterious Ways. It's a VG copy. It is a UK import, just $5. It's $5 on John Fox. Snuff, Night Fighter in shrink. That is from 1983, EX condition, $5. $5 on Snuff, Night Fighter. Offbeats, Evolution of the Stickman. It was $19.99, now it's $10. $10 on that. No problem, Michael. Thank you for letting me know. $10 on that. Los Imposibles, Hoo-Ha. That is $15. It was $29.99. It's a 1992 Spanish beat record. $15 on that one. Let's do another handful of CDs. Let's see. There's so much of like one artist in some of these. I'm trying to make sure I don't grab multiple records from the same artist. Stay up there, Mr. Bungle. Come on. All right, Snuff. Victor Guerra on Snuff. Let me grab that one before I show this stack of CDs. Snuff is sold to Victor Guerra. Thank you, Victor. That's sold to you. How about Sheryl Crow, Tuesday Night Music Club? Again, I do need a whole word. Daniel Ash, Coming Down. Daniel Ash, Coming Down. The Dirt Bombs, We Have You Surrounded. Depeche Mode, Violator. Depeche Mode, Violator. This is Diamanda Gallas with John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin, The Sporting Life. Diamanda Gallas with John Paul Jones. Dinosaur Jr., Where You Been? Dinosaur Jr., Where You Been? And then Engine 88. Engine 88, Clean Your Room. That's the name of that one on the Caroline label. These are all $6.99. And then Miles Davis, Files de Kilimanjaro. Great album. Love that one. That's also $6.99. $6.99 on that as well. Let's see. Donna Turner first on Sheryl Crow. That's sold to Donna Turner. And then Jerry Torres on Depeche Mode. That's sold to Jerry Torres 21 over on Twitch. Melanie Jennings was second. Mike Owen was third. But Mike, I do need a full word when you try to claim any of the CDs because a lot of these have the same initials, same letters, all that. It's going to get really confusing if, you know, if we're only using one letter on these. Let's see, Demanda. That one is sold to Robert Warner. Thank you very much. Let's see. Yeah, same Shannon Mashaka. I do need a full word. I know which one you're trying to claim, but yeah, please just give me a full word on these since a lot of these do have the same letters. Donna Turner on Miles Davis. That is sold into the 10th. Man, all right. Gonna keep on going. Victor Guerra on Junior. And because Junior is kind of technically a full word on that, that is sold to Victor Guerra. Sorry about that, Shannon. I'm trying to be strict on that rule. I can't take initials on these just because they're, yeah, like I said, a lot of these are the same letters. Engine 88, the Dirt Bombs, We Have You Surrounded, and Daniel Ash Coming Down. Those are still available. Let me do one more stack of these real quick. Yeah, we do a smaller little handful and then I'll get back into the half off crate. Let's see, 7 Step, the best of 7 Steps, the complete Columbia recordings. Oh, this is another Miles Davis. Yeah, the best of 7 Steps, 1963 to 1964. That's Miles Davis. And then we have Deer Tick, Born on Flag Day. Deer Tick, Curved Air, that's Air Cut. Curved Air. The Cure, Wish. Need to flip that one right side up. A lot of these are upside down. I don't know why, but they are. The Cure, Wish. And then the Cult, Ceremony. Cul-de-sac, I Don't Want to Go to Bed. These are all $6.99. Let's see. Miles Davis, that one sold to Doug Reeder. No, sorry. Donna Turner was first on that. Jerry Torres first on The Cure. That is sold. Doug Reeder was second on Miles Davis. Deer Tick right there. Deer Tick is sold to Brian Call. Shannon Mashaka on, second on The Cure. And then Colt. The Colt is sold to Scott Arnold. So those are all sold. Let me move this stack over to the other room real quick and then we will keep going. All right. And that was, made a stack quick on that one. So we've still got Cul-de-sac and Curved Air. Cul-de-sac and Curved Air, those are still available from that handful if anyone wants them. Let's show a few more half-off records. Bodacious DF EX Condition, $6.50. Todd Rundgren's Utopia, if you like prog, if you like Todd Rundgren and you don't have this, you need it. EX Condition is just $6.50. This is a fantastic record. Cheap Heat. Frank Zappa, Chic Your Booty. In a half-off crate, EX Condition, it's $19. EX Condition OG, $19. It was $37.99. Really nice copy there. EX, $19 on that one. What does that say? Those are words, right? Chakasty, McCool, something like that. Christy, that says Christy apparently. Christy McCool, lovelier than the Queen of England. It was $19.99, now it's $10. $10 on that. Kelly Cook on Todd Rundgren. Yep, that's a great record. That is sold. George Burleson on Zappa. Yeah, great pickup there. That's sold to George Burleson. And then James Vanderberg and the Vandals, First Offense. It's a Southern rock record, $10. $10 on James Vanderberg and the Vandals. And then we got Screamin' Jungle. Screamin' Jungle Revelation Rock, $7.50. That's a rockabilly record from 1993, $7.50 on that. Let's do another handful of CDs. Miles Davis, Birth of the Cool. Eagles Greatest Hits Volume 2. Hey, Explosions in the Sky, that's their debut. All of a Sudden, I Miss Everyone. That's a good album. Drive Like Jehu or Yehu. Let's see. Brian Eno. Yeah, this is Brian Eno and Phil Manzanera. 801 Live. Elton John, Madman, Across the Water. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits. And Eagles, their Greatest Hits. Is that the second Eagles? Yeah, we've got Volume 1 and Volume 2 in there. Let's see. Uh-oh. Dodgers took the lead. They hit a homer. Solo home run, I'm assuming. Let's see. Yeah, lots of Miles Davis. I think that's the last one tonight. I do think that's the last one. Let's see. Donna Turner, definitely first on Miles Davis and the Eagles. Those are both sold. Chuck Halley, you were second. Elton John. Where's Elton John? Was there an Elton John in here? Yeah, there it is. Elton John is sold to Donna Turner as well. And then Donna also got this Eagles. Scott Oman was second on that one. Eno, yes, that's sold to Victor Guerra. You'll ever get Explosion in the Sky? Occasionally. Some of their stuff's kind of hard to get now. Bob Dylan sold to Chuck Halley. That is sold. Drive Like Jehu sold to Jim B. The only thing left is Explosions in the Sky. And I mean, if you want some music to like do some house projects, just put on kind of in the background. It's great. Instrumental, post-rock, great stuff. Is this, no, this might be the second album actually, now that I'm thinking, it's been a while since I've listened to them. It's either their first or second. Oh, it's a promo too, for promotional use only, not for sale, on the bottom there. Cool. I like them a lot. I listened to them a lot in high school, for sure. I saw them, I had never heard of them, didn't know anything about them, and I saw Smashing Pumpkins, I think, in like 2006 or 2007, and they opened for them. Explosions in the Sky did, and it was great. I think they did the entire album of Earth Is Not a Cold Dead Place, which is like the one that is probably their most famous. It was like the 10-year anniversary of that album, so they were doing that. It's great. It was, they made me a fan, for sure. Let's see. We got Eagles. Second out. Yeah, I think you're right, Garrett. After I looked at it again, I was like, no, I think there is another one before that. Let's see. All right. Oh, yeah, Jim B., you asked me about a label on a record, right? The Hunters and Collectors, was it that one? Do you want to see the inside label on Hunters and Collectors? Yeah, let me grab that. I'm sorry about that. I saw it before your comment popped up just now. I did remember it's on IRS, the silver and black IRS label there. IRS silver and black label. The half off price there is $12.50. $12.50. Sorry about that, Jim. I saw it and then I got distracted and then I forgot and then I remembered. Let's see. Let's see. I think Donna Turner has gotten all of the Miles Davis CDs. Maybe she might have missed one, maybe. I don't know. I think there was one she put back because she already had it, but I think Donna has cleaned up on the Miles Davis tonight. Blue Jays last year. Yeah, how many outs are there? Has the bottom of the inning even started yet? Let's see, we've got Video the Entertainers. Pass on that one, no problem, Jim. Billy Cobham, Spectrum. Now this, Donna Turner, if you don't have it, or if anyone here likes jazz fusion kind of stuff, this is incredible. Incredible. And it's Japanese too. It's a Japanese import. Tommy Bolin is all over that record. And yeah, it's called Spectrum. Stratus is the song. Even if you like rock, this is like a really good gateway into jazz. If you're hesitant to listen to jazz, or you're like, I don't like jazz, listen to this. At least listen to the song Stratus. It does start off with like a drum solo that's kind of wonky and crazy. But it gets into a really nice funky groove, and the guitar solo on it is unbelievable. The Best of British Rock, that is still available as well. Let's see, Billy Cobham is sold to Donna Turner, and Jim Sedal was second. Harvey Mandel, The Snake, another great album. One of the guitar players from Canned Heat, incredible. That's kind of a little bit of a psych record. It's mostly, if not all, instrumental from what I remember. It's been a minute since I've listened to it, but Harvey Mandel is a great, great guitar player. Jack White, Lazaretto, Jack White, Lazaretto. Tad, Inhaler. The Strokes, Room on Fire. 10 Years After, Cricklewood Creek, great album there. This is a good one too if you like neo-psych kind of stuff. This is Temples, Sun Structures. If you like the first Tame Impala record, or maybe not the first, not the EP, well yeah, the EP, but like Inner Speaker, Tame Impala, this is great. Fuzzy guitars and all that. Man, here's a classic. Television Marquee Moon, one of the best albums ever made. And accidentally had 2 televisions in a row, so I'm going to put that back for now. Let's see. So we got Cobham, Harvey Mandel. Yeah, The Snake. What an album. It's a good one. That sold to Robert Warner. Tad, Inhaler. Where was that one? Tad, Inhaler. That sold to, that's Mark Stanley, I believe. XJM Stanley over on Twitch. Then Doug Reeder on Lazaretto. Thank you guys for spelling them out too. Lazaretto sold to Doug Reeder. And let's see, Doug Reeder also on Television. Heck yeah, man. That is, if any, I don't know. Yeah, this is another one. Like, if you've never listened to this record, listen to this record because it's unbelievable. If you like rock, punk, I don't know, it's not that punky. They were in the CBGB scene, but if you don't know this record, if you've never listened to it, listen to it. It's got some of the greatest hooks, greatest guitar playing. It's just a well-crafted record. I don't know how many times I've listened to that album. It's incredible. Someone should get this Temples record if you like psych. It's great. 10 Years After, Cricklewood Creek, The Strokes, Room on Fire, The Best of British Rock, and then Video, The Entertainers. Blue Jays hit a double. All right. Got a runner in scoring position. Now runner on third. All right. Good. How many outs? 1 out? Yeah, you got it on vinyl, need the CD. Yeah, man, you got to listen to it in your car. You got to listen to it everywhere. All right, let me set these over here. Let me set those right over here. All right, Strokes, Brian Collin, The Strokes. Let me grab that real quick. That is sold 1 out. Okay, 1 out, runner on third. Man, just hit a fly ball, get him in, at least tie it up. Third base, 1 out. Man, what a game. What a series. Strokes is sold to Brian Call. Let's get back into the half-off crate. Hand of Glory, Far From Kith and Kin. That is $5. Rock and roll. $5. It just says rock and roll on the back. Colombian Neckties, Why Change Your Moves? That's $10. That's a garage record from 2002. Just $10 on Colombian Neckties. Johnny Shines and Robert Lockwood, Dust My Broom, classic early 1950s Chicago Blues. That is sealed. It's a 1980 UK mono remaster, sealed for just $12.50. $12.50 on that. John Ludington, Just Beside Myself. That's sealed. It's a Private Press folk record. Sealed. It was $14.99. Now it's $7.50. $7.50 on that. Another stack of CDs. Another stack of CDs. Thank you guys for tuning in for part 2. I know I said I was going to start after the game was over, but when I saw they were going into extras, I was like, all right, I got to get this sale out of the way, and then hopefully, I don't know, maybe the game will still be going by the time I'm done. I can just listen to it on the way home or something. But how about St. Vincent? St. Vincent, this one is, yeah, self-titled, right? Great album. St. Vincent, man. Good, great. $6.99. They're all $6.99. Spoon, A Series of Sneaks. And again, if you're just tuning in, the CDs, I do need at least a full word. Johnny Shines, that is sold to Jim B. Thank you, Jim B. That's sold to Jim B. Still got Secret Machines. Secret Machines is $6.99. Futuristic Dragon. Futuristic Dragon. Walk, runners first and third, 1 out. Oh, man. Super Chican, Blues Come Home to Roost. Maybe it's Super Chicken. It might be pronounced that way. Truly, Fast Stories from Kid Coma. Another Strokes, Is This It? Gotta have that one. Best of the Trogs. The Trogs. Hey, cool. Tricky. Tricky, this one's called Maxim Quay. Tricky, I think he was in Massive Effect, right? Trapeze on CD. When have you seen this on CD? Produced by John Lodge, too. Rest in peace. And then the other Television record. This is like a later one. When did this come out? 90s? Yeah, 92. Television. This one on vinyl is really tough to get. That's a tough one to get on vinyl for sure. Let's see. Spoon is from Austin. Yeah, I saw them at Bonnaroo, I think in like 2015 maybe. Good set. Good band. Robert Warner on T-Rex. Yeah. Futuristic Dragon. That is sold to Robert Warner. Doug Reeder, you were second on that. And let's see. Strokes. Yeah, Strokes. Strokes, is this it? Strokes, is this it? That is sold to Brian Call. That's sold to Brian Call. Dodgers win. They ground into a double play. Dang it. Dang it, man. Dang it. All right. Jim B on Kid Coma. That was this one right here. That sold to Jim B. That sold to Jim B. Thank you. And let's see. Yeah, still got Television, Trapeze, Tricky, Best of the Trogs, Super Chicken, Secret Machines, Spoon, a series of sneaks, and then St. Vincent. Trapeze was self-titled, Jim B. Self-titled Trapeze. Trapeze, yeah. Let me make sure. Yeah. Sometimes these CDs that are like on this kind, they can get like disc rot and stuff, but this one looks good. Doesn't have any holes in it if you hold it up to the light, so that one's good. It's funny, like I handle vinyl a lot now, but I've probably handled more CDs than anything else from the last place that I worked at. I mean, tens of thousands. Probably 10, at least hundreds of, I don't know. Handled a lot of CDs. Let's see. Chuck Halley on the Trogs. Let me grab that. That is sold to Chuck Halley. Oh yeah, Chris, sorry, I took a break and came back for a part 2. These are all still available. If anybody wants any of those, let me know. All right. Yeah, we only put the CDs out that are in good shape. The guy that we got these CDs from, I don't know, he was a pretty meticulous collector too. They're in really good shape for sure. Let's finish this crate of, or at least show a few more, and then I'll do some half off CDs. Paradise Ain't Cheap, Hot Shandy. That is a bluegrass folk record from 1981. Half off price is $6.50. Blues, the Backsliders are back. The Blues are back, maybe. Let's see, sealed for $10 from 1988, was $19.99. It is sealed for $10. This is Brian Kramer and the Blues Masters featuring Junior Wells. Win or Lose with Junior Wells. Sealed from 1989, $12.50. Yeah, what a World Series, though. I'm disappointed that Toronto didn't win, but I mean, it was a great series for sure. Let's see, John Barry on Shandy. Shandy, that was this one right here. That is sold to John Barry. Thank you very much. Next is, yeah, Quicksilver Messenger Service, Happy Trails, $10. Their best album. It is a, like, it's got to be like an 80s reissue, but fantastic. Yeah, man. Great record. Their version of Who Do You Love? Yes, it's a good record. $10 on that. Douglas James Kershaw. It's a promo copy, $10. It was $19.99. Yeah, white label promo, $10 on that. And yeah, definitely one of the best World Series that I can remember in a while. It's been a while. I feel like they're usually like, 4-1, 4-2, but yeah, it's awesome. They went to Game 7, extra innings in Game 7. Let's see. Was the Blues album? I think the Blues album sold. No, it was this one here, the one with Junior Wells. It's $12.50. That one is Win or Lose, and it's Brian Kramer and the Blues Masters with Junior Wells. Special guest Mick Taylor on here too. Cool. Yeah, it was $24.99. It's sealed. It's $12.50 now. $12.50. How much is Jack the Toad? Dennis, I think it's $10. I believe it was $19.99. So it would be $10. Where did it go? Right there, Jack the Toad. Yeah, it's $10. Not that one. There was another. I think the one that you're referring to. Oh, this one. Blues. Yeah, the backsliders. Sealed. That one's $10. That one is $10. Charlie DeFrank on the Junior Wells one. Cool. Charlie DeFrank gets that. That is sold. And yeah, the Quicksilver is, it's got to be an 80s pressing. It has a barcode on it. It's got a barcode. I mean, 79 would be the earliest, but it's on that like green capital reissue label. Yeah, it's not an OG, but it's a nice copy for $10. $10 on that one, George. If you want that, let me know. All right. Let's do another stack of CDs. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get my stack right, though. Get my stack right. There we go. All right. One of my favorites, Tom Waits, The Heart of Saturday Night. Tom Waits. Then we have Sparkle Horse, Good Morning Spider. Rest in peace. What's his name? And he, yeah, it was a sad story about this guy. Great album. What is his name? Great musician. Man, what? Does it not say anything in here? Anyone out there knows. Help me. Sparkle Horse. This one is The Soundtrack of Our Lives, Communion. Soundtrack of Our Lives. And then Swerve Driver. Swerve Driver, Mezcal Head. Swerve Driver. Yeah, $10, George. Yeah, I'll go ahead and sell that to you for $10. That is sold to George Burleson for $10. Thank you, George. And then Elliott Smith, Figure 8. It's like fitting in a sad way that Elliott Smith and Sparkle Horse are both in the same stack of CDs. These are all $6.99. And then here's a great one too. TV on the Radio, Return to Cookie Mountain, I Was a Lover, Wolf Like Me. Yeah, great stuff on that. Indie classic, $6.99. And then Spoon, Telefono. Spoon, that one, I don't see this one too much, from 1996. Spoon, Telefono, $6.99. And then the Stone Roses, Second Coming, $6.99 on that one as well. $6.99. These no-sell auctions are trying to fall over. I might actually put these up here in case someone wants any of these. Those are the no-bid auctions there. So we've still got the Stone Roses, Second Coming, Spoon, TV on the Radio, Elliott Smith, Swerve Driver. That was The Soundtrack of Our Lives, Sparkle Horse, and Tom Waits. All right. These are going over here. Unless anyone wants to buy anything from there. That stack is from Michael. I know, yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. The guy that had these CDs had really good taste. His vinyl collection was cool, and then it was like anything you couldn't get on vinyl, he had it on CD. Was it Mark? Mark, was his name Mark? Is that right? Man, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've listened to them, but great stuff. Really, just sad too. Yeah, Mark Linkous. That's it, Mark Linkous. Yep, Victor. Yeah, Mark Linkous, Sparkle Horse. All right, let's keep going through the half-off crate. Attila and the Nuns. No, the Huns, not the Nuns. Under the Bodhi Tree. It's not Attila like Billy Joel's Psych thing. This is a German garage record from 1991. It's $10 now. $10. Was he 40? I don't think he was that old, was he? I thought he was like in his late 20s or maybe 30s. Was he that old? I don't think he. Am I thinking of someone else? Let's see. Van Morrison, Wavelength. That is a VG copy, just $7.50. The Who, Quadrophenia. That's also a 80s reissue there. Half off price is $20. $20 on the Who, Quadrophenia. No condition notes on the vinyl. Donovan, Frankenrider, Move By Yourself. That's from 2006. It was $79.99. Now it's 40 bucks. 40 bucks on Donovan Frankenreiter. $40 on that. Attila, that was this one here. That is sold to Victor Guerra. I don't know the seller. Oh, the seller was in his 70s. He was in his 70s. He's the guy that we got that collection that we had those high pictures of with like all that psych and stuff. He was buying those in like the late 60s, early 70s. And he never stopped exploring music, which I think is awesome. You know, a lot of people, when they get a bit older, they don't really explore new music, or they're like, they abstain from it. And he just kept exploring and kept listening to new stuff that was coming out and everything, and discovering. I mean, there's some of the CDs in here from like the last 5 or 10 years. He was an adventurous listener. Really cool. Very cool. Let's see, the Donovan. Did I pull that? I just saw it. Let's see. Yeah, the Donovan is sold to Jim B. All right. So let's do another little stack of CDs over here. What we got? Let's do that one. Yeah. Just trying to make sure I'm not grabbing anything that's, you know, the same artist or anything like that in the same handful. And if you are just tuning in, or you know, missed the spiel with these CDs, I do need at least one full word. So if it's like Tom Waits, I need Tom or Waits, something like that. The early years, these are all $6.99. We just sold the LP of that, didn't we? Ride, man. Shoegaze, masterpiece, Ride Nowhere. That's a classic there. Star Sailor, Silence is Easy. Here's another Tricky. This one's Pre-Millennium Tension. Supergrass, Life on Other Planets. Some British pop there. Great stuff, kind of in the same league or vein, and yeah, same scene as like Blur and Oasis, stuff like that. Twilight, as played by the Twilight Singers. That's $6.99. Here's another TV on the Radio. This is Dear Science, TV on the Radio. And then this one is Tusk, Get Ready. Tusk, Get Ready. Yeah, definitely a cool guy, man. He had really good taste too. Very good taste. Tricky, adventurous listener. Jay Barnes music on Tricky, that is sold. And then Ride, yeah, great album. That's sold to Joe Klowski. Thank you, Joe. One's tough to find on vinyl. I feel like even reissues of this, it must be out of print or something. I haven't seen a like vinyl copy of that Ride album in a long time. What Tom Waits? It was the early years, Volume 1. Tom Waits' Early Years, Volume 1. Mortgage Guy Rob. Supergrass is sold to Victor Guerra. Cool group there. So yeah, Tusk. TV on the Radio, that's maybe their second best album behind Return to Cookie Mountain. Twilight, it's the Twilight Singers. Star Sailor, and then Tom Waits, The Early Years. That one is sold to Mortgage Guy Rob. Let me move this stack of CDs over to this table. Move these over here. And there's only a few records left in this half-off crate. Where's the concert at? He's going to see Paul McCartney in Atlanta tomorrow night. He's going to see Paul McCartney in Atlanta tomorrow. I don't know which venue, but I know it's in Atlanta. All right, more half-off records here. Africa, ceremonial and folk music recorded in Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania by David Fanshawe. Half-off price is $7.50, $7.50 on that. Daughter, If You Leave. It's an indie folk rock record. It was $22.99. That means it's $11.50 now. And then we have An End Has a Start, Editors. That was $34.99. Also an indie rock record. Now it's $17.50. $17.50 on that. Garrett Seipert. Sweet. That is sold. That's got to be an interesting listen for sure. John Barry, you were second on the Africa record there. Vols lost. Man, yeah, I think the last time I checked, the score was like 26-17, I think. 26-17. I don't know what the final ended up being, but it wasn't looking good. Let's see. Let's do another handful of CDs. George Burleson, you were third on Africa. Let's see, this is Smog. Wild Love, Smog Wild Love. Elliott Smith, XO, Elliott Smith, XO. These are all $6.99, $33.27. Thanks for letting me know, man. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. I don't think I have to say anything about that. Blind Faith, Deluxe Edition. Probably got to be more than $6.99, but it's $6.99. The Slow Motion World of Snow Pony. That is $6.99 as well. Sorry for hitting the camera there. 45s on CD. Volume 3 from 66 to 69. It's on here. Cool. Okay, yeah. Yeah, cool. The Animals, the Cowsills, Every Mother's Son, Janician, Blues Magoos, the Trogs, New Colony 6, Blue Cheer, Summertime Blues is on here. Arthur Brown, Fire, yeah. Sir Douglas Quintet and Steam. Cool. Good stuff there. Let's see. Robert Warner was first to do the full word. Got to do a full word. Jim B. Blind Faith is sold to Robert Warner. And then Smashing Pumpkins. Jerry Torres on Smashing Pumpkins. That is sold. That is sold. And what else? What else? What else? All right, Saturday Night Fever. The Schwartz Fox Blues Crusade featuring Mr. Stress. Sunday Morning Revival. I don't know that one, but $6.99. Cool cover. Let's see. When did this come out? I don't know. It's recorded in 1967, apparently. Cool. Interesting. Snow Patrol, Eyes Open. Cyan Alice Group, 59.59. Cyan Alice Group, 59.59. And then Tom Waits, Closing Time. Tom Waits, Closing Time. Let's see. Saturday Night Fever. Yep, that's sold to Donna Turner. Chuck Halley, you were second on that. So out of that stack, we still got Tom Waits, Closing Time. That's his debut before he kind of, dirtied up his voice. He sings pretty dang clean on this one. It's kind of before he became his character. Cyan Alice Group, Snow Patrol, which that one is sold to Burt Jordan. But yeah, this is that Schwartz Fox Blues Crusade Sunday Morning Revival. That's the one I was talking about there. John Barry. Not sure about that one. See, Glenn Schwartz played with James Gang. I don't know. It looks like it's like James Gang related kind of stuff there. 45s on CD. There's a little compilation. Some singles. The Slow Motion World of Snow Pony. Elliott Smith, still available. And then there's that Smog Wild Love. John Barry said he'll take it. So this one right here is sold to John Barry. Thank you very much. So these are all still available. If anyone wants anything out of that stack, just let me know. And let me read some of the titles in this crate real quick. Hunters and Collectors, The Flock, Cats soundtrack, or not soundtrack, but London cast recording, Magnum, Wings of Heaven, Mike Oldfield, Amadon, that's a white label promo. William Hooker still available. Rotary Connection, Dinner Music, Chess, still available. The City, that's unofficial, but early Carole King. And who else was in this group? I think one of the guys who was like in the Fugs might have been in here, or he might have been like loosely connected to the Fugs. Frenzy, Dirty Little Devils, John Mayall, Memories, John Mayall, With All Our Love, Nilsson Sings Newman, Jeremy Steig, Wayfaring Stranger, Blue Note, Sean Phillips, Second Contribution, that's a promo, John Fox in Mysterious Ways, Offbeats, Evolution of the Stickman, Hoo-Ha, Los Imposibles, Bodacious, what was it? Christy McCool, James Vanderberg and the Vandals, First Offense, Screamin' Jungle, Revelation Rock, Hand of Glory, Far From Kith and Kin, Columbia Neckties, Why Change Your Moves, Just Beside Myself, that's John Luddington, Douglas Kershaw promo as well, Savoy Brown, Jack the Toad, Blues, The Backsliders. Let's see, Van Morrison Wavelength. Are there any? There's a few. You missed some Tool CDs. There's like a very small amount of metal CDs in this collection. The Who, Quadrophenia. Daughter, If You Leave, and then An End Has a Start, Editors. Chest price, let's see, that was back here somewhere, right? Yep. That's EX, $9. It was $17.99, now it's $9. Victor Guerra on Magnum. Victor Guerra on Magnum. Magnum right here. That is sold to Victor Guerra. Thank you very much. Chest was $9. Steve Riley, the Daughter price. Let's see, Daughter, If You Leave. It was $22.99. It's $11.50. $11.50. If you don't want it, Jim B does want it. So $11.50 on that. Let me know on that one. And then John Barry, let me know on chess as well. Yeah, EX condition, $9. And that is sold to John Barry. That is sold. And Steve Riley is going to take Daughter. So those are sold and sold. And then, yeah, that's all that's left in there. I've got like maybe 2 more handfuls of CDs here. Smashing Pumpkins, Gish. Betty Serveert, Palamine. I know I've seen this before, but I don't know. I've never listened to her. I don't know how to say her name. I think that's right. Betty Serveert, maybe. Palamine, that's for sale. Stereophonics, Language, Sex, Violence, Other. Stereophonics, and then Swerve Driver, 99th Dream. Swan Lake, Enemy Mine. System of a Down, Toxicity. There's a little bit of metal for you. Steel Pole, Bathtub. Scars from Falling Down. The Stills, Logic Will Break Your Heart. And Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill. All right, let's see. Gish. Mortgage Guy Rob was first on Smashing Pumpkins. Scott Oman was second. System of a Down. System of a Down. That's sold to Jerry Torres. And then Steely Dan is sold to Donna Turner. So we still have the Stills, Logic Will Break Your Heart, Steel Pole, Bathtub, Scars from Falling Down. Looks interesting. What is this on? London? It's on Slash Records. Swan Lake, Enemy Mine, Swerve Driver, 99th Dream, Stereophonics, and Betty Serveert. Those are all still available. If anyone wants any of those. All right, one more handful here. Let's see. Oh, Chuck Halley. I thought you were requesting 45s. Sorry, man. I saw that comment and I was like, dang it, I don't have 45s ready. But yeah, let me grab that. Chuck Halley gets this 45s on CD compilation there. Sorry about that, Chuck. I just misinterpreted your comment. From Dusk Till Dawn soundtrack. Sparta, Porcelain. Sparkle Horse. There's another Sparkle Horse. This one's Dreamt for Light Years in the Belly of a Mountain. Space Hog, Resident Alien. I know that one's going to sell for sure. No, it's not Spiritualized. Soundtrack of Our Lives. Behind the Music. I forgot. I did pull some Psych CDs for the Psych LP sale that I'll be doing soon. And then we've got Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger. Stevie Nicks, that's the best of Stevie Nicks. Elliott Smith. It says, I don't know, someone wrote promo on there. It does have a little clip, but I mean, I don't know. There's no markings of promo except for maybe the hole punch there. It could have been like went to somebody in the music industry or something. Steve Miller Band, Greatest Hits, 1974 to 78. Those are available. Let's see. Let me set that aside. I'll read the track list for you on that one. Mortgage Guy Rob on Space Hog. Where was that? Space Hog is sold to Mortgage Guy Rob. Shannon, you were second on that. Sound. Oh, Soundgarden, obviously. That is sold to Scott Arnold. Jerry Torres was second. Stevie Nicks is sold to Donna Turner. Victor Guerra third on Soundgarden. Bert Jordan second on Stevie. How much are the CD? They're $6.99. $6.99. And then Chuck Halley on Steve Miller Band. And let's see, From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, the Blasters, Dark Knight, ZZ Top, Mexican Blackbird, John Wayne, the Mavericks. Jimmy Vaughn is on here. The Leftovers, more ZZ Top. Tito and Tarantula, more Stevie Ray Vaughan. More Tito and Tarantula, more Stevie Ray Vaughan. Graham Revel. Yeah. Cool. There you go. All right. Let's see. Pass. No problem. No problem. If anyone else wants that, just let me know. To Dusk, Elliott Smith, the soundtrack of our lives, Sparkle Horse, and Sparta. One more half off crate. Man, that's a good point, but also I want to take advantage of the clock going back to catch up on a little bit of sleep. I want to get an extra hour of sleep tonight. All right. Let's see. I'm going to actually take this top layer off because I think these are all from the second part. I'm going to go through the first part, or like the stuff on the bottom here. And we'll go through these because I think maybe some people are watching now that did not get to see the first part when I was going through these. So let's go through some of these one more time. One more time. Bert Jordan on Dusk. All right, let's see. Bert Jordan. Where did I man, I just had it in my hand and now I don't know where it is. Let me find that Dusk Before Dawn CD real quick. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, From Dusk Till Dawn. There it is. From Dusk Till Dawn. Got it. All right. That is sold to Bert Jordan. Thank you, Bert. That's sold to you. Missed the crate. Yeah, I'll do that here in a minute. Let me show some of these CDs real quick, and I will recap this crate. It's a half-off crate. So we've got some friendly. That's the Charlatans UK. Charlatans. Blonde Redhead. Misery is a Butterfly. The Blue Aeroplanes. Swagger. Tracy Bonham. The Burdens of Being Upright. Crave, Broken Water. I don't want to show another one from the same artist there. Cold Chamber, Chamber Music. Catherine Wheel, Ferment. I was surprised that one didn't sell. Creeper Lagoon, Watering Ghost Garden. The Coral, I'm not familiar, but probably indie or psych or something like that. Yeah. Those are still available, $6.99, Rain, so, oh yeah. Let's see. Coal. Where was Coal? Coal Chamber. There it is. Man, there's like 4 claims for this now, and when I showed it earlier, crickets. That's sold to Jay Barnes Music. Jerry Torres was second. Scott Arnold third. Kelly Cook fourth. Catherine Wheel. Yeah, man, I was surprised that one did not sell earlier. Catherine Wheel Ferment is sold to Joe Klowski. Seviert. Oh man, I gotta find that one. Hold on. Man, what stack is that gonna even be in? I just moved all that stuff around. That Betty Seviert one. Is it in this stack? Please be in here. Seviert. Oh boy. Let's see. Where is it? Probably just looking right over it somehow. I feel like it's in this stack. Yep, there it is. Betty Seviert. All right. Seviert. That is sold to John Barry. That's sold to John Barry. And the puppy dog. Yeah, I was reading the spines. I got it though. I found it for you, John. Got it. Let's see. Let me set these down over here. My stacks are going to be it's going to be a nightmare to try to find anything if anyone tries to claim something that I've already shown. Let's see. This is Endless Boogie, Full House Ahead. Endless Boogie, Full House Ahead. DMBQ, The Essential Sounds from the Far East. Coliseum, Those Who Are About to Die Salute You. It's some like, yeah, from 1969. Coliseum, I don't know if you know the Vertigo label, Vertigo Swirl. The first album on that label is by this band, Coliseum. It's like prog, hard, heavy prog kind of stuff. Corner Shop, When I Was Born for the Seventh Time, Corner Shop. The Cooper Temple Claws Kick Up, The Fire and Let the Flames Break Loose. Another blonde redhead here. This one is Penny Sparkle. Earl Greyhound, Suspicious Package. The Egg, Albumin. The Egg. Elastica, The Radio 1 Sessions, BBC. Degeneration, No Lunch. The Cynics, Here We Are. And then Elf Power, Creatures. Those are available as well. If anyone wants any of those, let me know. Elf Power Creatures, The Cynics, Here We Are, Degeneration, No Lunch, Elastica, The Egg, Earl Greyhound, Blonde Redhead, The Cooper Temple Claws, Corner Shop, Coliseum, DMBQ, and then Endless Boogie. Those are available. Shannon Mashaka on Elastica. That is that one right there. That is sold to Shannon Mashaka. Thank you very much. All right. And let's do this little stack right here too. All right. Do you ever do CD bundles? Yeah, we do. I might do that here at the end. We'll see. We shall see. Let's see. Solid Brass, Circus Lupus, Clinic, Walking with Thee, Cloud Nothings, Here and Nowhere Else. Good album there. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Child is Father to the Man. Don Caballero, if you like math rock kind of stuff, this is like probably one of the best math rock albums ever made. The Byrds, Sweetheart of the Rodeo. Blonde Redhead 23. There's another Blonde Redhead. I'll just show them all. I think this one's self-titled. Yeah, Blonde Redhead, self-titled. Chapter House, Whirlpool. Chris Bell, I Am the Cosmos. Someone needs to pick this up. He's one of the members of Big Star, and if you have not at least listened to the title track of this, you need to do it right now. Chris Bell, I Am the Cosmos. Fantastic. Chris Whitley, Long Way Around, an anthology that's from 1991 to 2001. Another Degeneration, Through the Darkness on that one. Susie Breedlove on the Byrds. Byrds is sold to Susie Breedlove. Let me get this stack put in the other room. All right. All right. Let's see. I don't think it has anything to do with Dave Matthews, does it? Where did I put? Oh man, that was another stack, wasn't it? DMBQ, where is you? Oh, I don't know where it went now. Maybe this stack. No, there's no way this is Dave Matthews related. No way. Let's see, Mule LP details one more time. Doug Reed, yeah, it's an original. It is an original from 1993, VG Plus, $30 buy it now. VG Plus, $30, it's in shrink. Yeah, not a bad copy at all. VG Plus. Dave Mustaine barks quietly. That sounds more likely. Mule, there it is. Those are all still available. And I don't know what else to show. Let's see. Well, I know what else to show, but let's see what's in here. There's a lot of stuff in here that I'm surprised is not selling. All right. Y'all get the Kiss light. I don't know. I'm not sure if I don't think those have come in yet, Brian. Cast, All Change. The Cardigans, First Band on the Moon. Frank Black, still available. Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, Take Them on Your Own. Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. Eddie Money, Sound of Money. Come, Near Life Experience. Comet Again. Realistes, something like that. Comets on Fire, Avatar. ELP, Trilogy. Concrete Blonde, Bloodletting. How did that not sell? Concrete Blonde, Bloodletting, still available. And then the Decemberist, The Crane Wife, that is still available. as well. All right. Let me show that stack one more time real quick. The Decemberist, Concrete Blonde, Bloodletting, ELP Trilogy, Comet Sunfire, Comet Again, Come, Eddie Money, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, Frank Black, The Cardigans, and Cast All Change. All right. Need Trilogy on vinyl. Oh, I'm surprised that you haven't picked one up from us. You know, I feel like we have that album pretty often. All right. Well, let me see. I kind of want to see how many CDs I've got left here. I might do a bundle deal if anyone's interested in just all of them. Actually, hold on. I don't think I've shown this stack since part 1, so I'll show these real quick, and then I'll do a count. Let's see, Beck Mellow Gold, The Beatles Rubber Soul, Black Keys Rubber Factory, Don Caballero For Respect, Doug, oh, did he claim the Mule record? Let's see. Oh, he did, he said sold, all right. Doug Reeder gets this Mule record for 30 bucks. That is sold to Doug Reeder for $30. Thank you, Doug, that's sold to you. And thank you, Mortgage Guy Rob, for pointing that out. I missed that comment. Blonde Redhead, this one is called In an Expression of the Inexpressible. All right. Belle and Sebastian, If You're Feeling Sinister. Great album. Cold War Kids, Robbers and Cowards. Block Party, Silent Alarm. Silent Alarm. Susie Breedlove on the Black Keys. Black Keys is sold to Susie Breedlove. Cat Power, The Greatest Cat Power. Deerhoof, Milkman, great math rock, noise rock, classic. What's his name? George Saunier. I think that's his last name, Saunier. Is that right? Saunders? No, Saunier, I think. Man, unbelievable drummer. It was also one of the loudest shows I've ever been to. Deus, In a Bar Under the Sea. I think that's how Hendry said to pronounce this one. Deus, In a Bar Under the Sea. Faith No More, Angel Dust. How much is X? Darren Johnson, it is 25 bucks. It's an original from 1983. Club copy, no condition notes, it's in shrink. 25 bucks. 25 bucks on that. The Best of Bob Marley and the Wailers. Blur, The Best of Blur. Blur. Yeah, I got you. Faith Bowmore is sold to J Barnes Music. Faith No More. Blonde Redhead, Fake Can Be Just As Good. This is Blinker the Star, A Bourgeois Kitten. A Bourgeois Kitten. Victor Gary, you were second on Faith. And then Mortgage Guy Rob on Blur. That is sold to Mortgage Guy Rob. X is sold to Darren Johnson. Thank you, Darren. That's sold to you. Now all we have to do is sell Small Faces. Rod Stewart, Ron Wood. Great stuff. Great album. Black Lips, Los Valientes del Mundo Nuevo. Birdland, still available. Cat Power Moon Picks. Dodos, Time to Die. Billy Boy Arnold, Catfish. This is Bernard Butler, People Move On. And then Belle and Sebastian, Dear Catastrophe Waitress. All right, this is that half off credit. I did say I'll go through it one more time. Hunters and Collectors, Human Frailty, The Flock, Cats, Mike Oldfield, William Hooker, Rotary Connection, The City, Frenzy, Dirty Little Devils, John Mayall, With All Our Love, Nilsson Sings Newman, Jeremy Steig, Sean Phillips, Second Contribution, John Fox, Offbeats, Evolution of the Stickman, Los Imposibles, Hoo Ha, Bodacious, Christy McCool, The Vandals, First Offense, Screamin' Jungle, Revelation Rock, Hand of Glory, Far From Kith and Kin, Colombian Neckties, Just Beside Myself, Douglas Kershaw, Savoy Brown, Jack the Toad, Blues, that's the Backsliders, Van Morrison Wavelength, The Who, Quadrophenia, and Editors, An End Has No Start. That's what's still available in there. Let's see, Marley, Scott Arnold on Bob Marley. That's not metal. Where is Bob Marley? Right there. That is sold to Scott Arnold. Thank you very much. That's sold to you. Price on the small faces. Let's see. It's EX $20 from 1970. It's on the second label. EX condition. $20 on that one. EX $20. All right. All right. All right. It's not metal. I don't know if you know, but Bob Marley is not metal. Let's see, editors. Darren Johnson on editors. Where was that one? Editors. Editors. Oh, was that was one? Yeah, that's this one right here. That's sold to Darren Johnson. Sorry, I was getting the CDs and records mixed up there a little bit. Let's see. Thank you, Mortgage Guy Rob. Now we have no leftovers from the auctions. That is sold. Thank you, thank you. All right. I'll come up with a bundle price on these LPs here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 records, 28 of them. I'll do 28 of them. Do $120 on it. 120 for everything in that crate. 120 for everything in there. 120. 120 on everything in that crate. Let me get this crate out of the way. Speaking of crates. All right. Right. Already, right. Did I have another crate of vinyl? No, I did not. I mean, I have had more tonight, but this was the only crate that I've done in part 2. I've been trying to focus on the CDs in this second part here. All right, let me get these sold CDs out of the way, and then I'll get a count on all the CDs that we've got over here. I'll come up with a bundle price for all of them. If any, I don't even know if anyone's interested, but it would definitely be a wild mix of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. This is going to take a while. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. 46 of them. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. 56. All right. 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 74. All right. 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. It's 89. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100 right there. That makes 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 122 CDs. Been doing $6.99 on all of them. Let's see, 122 of them. Making an even $500. It's less than $5 per CD. $500. Claim the whole bundle, and I'll blow the air horn. I don't think there are any Dinosaur Jr. There might be one. I can't remember. There might be one Dinosaur Jr. CD left in here, maybe. I showed 2 or 3, and I feel like there's almost no way that they didn't all sell, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's see, not in that stack. There's definitely some really good stuff left in here, though, for sure. A lot of Blonde Redhead, but I can't say anything. I haven't actually listened to them. They've put out a lot of albums, and I don't think I've ever listened to Blonde Redhead. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any Dinosaur Jr. Don't see any Dinosaur Jr., but $500 for, what was it, 122 CDs, something like that? $500. 500, and then what was it, 120 on the LPs there. Any takers? I'll blow the air horn if someone buys the whole CD bundle. Could keep some, sell some. I mean, you would definitely explore a lot of stuff, try some new stuff out. Keep the ones you like, sell the rest, recoup a little bit of that money. All right. See, it's 12:03. I'll give it till like 12:05, and whether we sell them or not, I'm gonna be cutting it off at 12:05. Any unsold auctions? No, we just sold the last few, probably in the last like 10 or 15 minutes. Wolverine, we just sold all of the unsold auctions very recently, but doesn't seem like we've got any takers on the bundle. No problem. Is Death Cab for Cutie still there? Was there a Death Cab? Death Cab for Cutie. I think I do remember reading one, and I don't think it sold. I'm reading all the spines here. Let's see, Death Cab for Cutie. Hey, yep, plans. We've got Death Cab for Cutie plans in here. Death Cab for Cutie plans. Scott Oman, there's that one there. Yeah, these are all in really good shape. Death Cab for Cutie. If you want that, let me know. All right. And it's 12:05. No one said sold on the bundle, so yeah, no problem. I'll sell that to you for $6.99. That is sold to Scott Oman. Thank you very much. And the bundle price remains the same. Still just as good of a deal. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out. It's been a while since I've stayed here till midnight. I don't know if I've ever stayed till midnight, actually. Not doing a sale, but yeah. Have a good rest of your weekend. Don't forget to set your clocks back and all that stuff. We'll see you